What's up everybody, Chatt Cat's Fishing here. Welcome to today's episode. Today I'm fishing my home waters, Nickajack Lake on the Tennessee River, and we are going for some catfish. The flow right now is at 56,000 cubic feet per second. It's around 25,000 less than what it was last weekend when I was out. So we're going to be anchor fishing today. We're using cut skipjack as bait. Everything is Carolina rigged except for this rod. I'm going to explain that here in a second, but that's the Sante rig. But we're just going to be hitting my typical spots, hoping to get a fish. Still a pretty fast current out here, but I'm hoping for a good fish. Wow. Looks like, man, this line is pretty much almost done. If I get a big fish on this, I hope he doesn't spool me. Jeez, I gotta replace that line. Alrighty. So I'm just using chunks today, guys. Now I want to show you this rod because there was a guy, his name is Scott Manning. He is a catfish guide on the Tennessee River, and he primarily guides on Watts Bar Lake. And he sent me some peg floats, and I guess these are custom made. Right here, it rattles so you can hear it, and has TRM, which stands for Tennessee River Monsters. That's the name of his guide company, and he's a catfish and striper guide. And he sent me these. He wanted me to try them out. I've never used a rig like this before, guys. I strictly use a Carolina rig, but I'm starting to branch out, I guess. So this is called a Sante rig, and what it does is this peg float will keep your bait right off the bottom. So as with the Carolina rig, your bait is on the bottom, but this will keep your bait right off the bottom. So everything's pretty much the same as with the Carolina rig. You have your 6-ounce or your no roll sinker here down to a barrel swivel, and I have 50-pound line and going to the first eye of this float here, and then on the bottom end I have another leader line. It's 50 pounds to I guess this is a 5/0 circle hook to a cut of skipjack. So like I said, this thing will keep the bait off the bottom. So, and it rattles too, so you can use this when you're dragging baits, drift fishing, or even anchor fishing as well. So I'm gonna try it out. Never used it before, so it's worth a try. I guess there's a first for everything. I think it hit already. So this one will go here. So this rod, like I said, is the bait's elevated right off the bottom. Now these two here are on the bottom. So sometimes catfish are finicky, you know, they sometimes are in a different eating pattern. And here's a Carolina rig right here. This is a 6-ounce no roll sinker. So it slides up and down your line. I have a little yellow stopper here. That's just to protect the knot simply. Into a barrel swivel, and this is an 80-pound leader line. So anyway, guys, that's kind of what we're working with. So the point of this trip, guys, is to obviously get some fish, but I really want to try more of those peg floats that was sent to me. If you guys don't know, I have a P.O. box that you guys can send me stuff if you'd like, whether it's baits to try, tackle, really anything, fan mail, whatever you want to call it. I have my P.O. box in the video description, so make sure you check that out. Oh yeah. All right, guys, we got a fish on. Now it's a small one. Yeah, this one's pretty small, guys, but it's a fish. So first fish of the day. Little chub on him. Little chub. I'll get the small grippers on this guy. Actually, we can just pull him in. That's a solid fish right there, fellas. Solid fish. That's what he looks like. Looks like he's been banged up a little bit right there. He's probably right around 5 pounds, something like that. Let's go and release him. There we go, he's back to the depths. It seemed like this fish came right off this edge of the channel. Oh! Looks like we just got a hit. I think number 3 just got hit, if I'm not mistaken. So that fish came right on the edge of the channel here. So I'm gonna cast back out there. When anchor fishing, guys, I typically use chunks. Okay, and this is what a chunk is. Just cut the bait vertically, and this will just sit on the bottom. If you're drift fishing, as Steve Douglas will tell you, if you don't know who Steve Douglas is, he's like probably one of the best teachers on YouTube, educating and teaching us fishermen how to catch catfish. And when you're drift fishing, he suggests that you cut the gut pocket out, because the way it drifts, it's just better. So, but anchor fishing, oh yeah, right here, guys, right here. Oh yeah, right there. Now this one, oh, did he come off? Oh man, he came off, guys. He came off. Oh man, that was a good fish, fellas. That was a good fish. That one, I hope he didn't break the line. I don't think he did. No, he did, fellas. Oh man, that's... Broke the line, guys. Must not have had a good knot on that one. Man. Looks like the knot just wasn't that secure on there. Wow. That was a good fish, whatever that was. The way that thing bent down, guys, that was a nice fish. Looked like the knot was not that secure. And that comes to show you guys, always make sure your knots are good. That's a lesson learned for me right there. I should have made sure that knot was secure, so that just cost me a fish. Lesson learned. This is the Sante rig that I was showing you earlier, and this is where it happened. You can tell the line is all kind of squirrely there. He didn't break the line. The fish did not break the line. It was just the knot came undone. So that fish still has a hook in its mouth. Gosh, that's frustrating. Super frustrating. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, fish on. Not a big one, but it's a fish, guys. It's a fish. Looks like he's tangled in the second line there. Yeah, he's... Guys, I think we're getting a double. Whoa. Looks like we got a double, maybe. He's wrapped in everything, guys. He's wrapped in everything. He's not a big fish, but this may be a bigger fish, guys. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. There he is. Yeah, he's not that big, guys. But man, he felt big. I think he was like under a log or something down there. He's wrapped in everything. See if I can get the grippers on this guy. There we go. Man, he's wrapped in everything, fellas. Look at that. this guy out here. There we go. He's like 10 pounds or something. He felt a lot bigger, but it's because he was wrapped in another line. So anyway, guys, this is the fish. Looks like he's been under some structure or something, but this is him. Let's go ahead and release him. Yeah, he's about ready. There he goes. Back to the depths. Oh, we got a fish on this one, guys. We got a fish on this one. This one had gone, so this one is a double. And he's pretty small. It seems like most of them, guys, are sitting on this channel edge here. Yeah, I see him back there. So this is the third fish of the day. Let me make sure we keep him out over here. Don't want to cross that line. This is a lot of weight to pull though, guys, in this type of current. Just look at that. Man, he's banged up. I think we can pretty much... This one's actually a pretty good sized fish. Here, let me put this one down over here. We'll get the grippers on this guy again. So I actually had a double on, fellas, and did not know that. I thought he was crossed in the other line. Alrighty. Another solid fish. These are nice fish, guys. Alright, guys. Fish number 3. And you can tell he's definitely banged up right there. Just look at that. Definitely in the rocks or something. You can see all the scratches on him. All those battle marks right there, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and release them. Look how fast, guys, that water is right there. That's the current. I think he's ready. There he goes. Back to the depths. Put this one here. And then I'm gonna cast this one back over there. There we go. All right, guys. Alrighty. Guys, I'm getting a fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, we got a fish on. Man, this is doing pretty good in this spot, fellas. This is the 4th fish in this spot. That is awesome. I'd say that's a pretty good sign for the anchor bite. There he is. Actually, he's about the same size as the other ones. And guys, this is my first fish ever on the Sante Cooper rig. How cool is that, fellas? How cool is that? Now, he ain't a giant, but hey, it's a fish. My first time using this rig. And guys, this is a great way to redeem myself because the knot came undone. So this is really good to kind of redeem myself. Look at that right there, guys. The Sante Cooper rig. How awesome is that? All right, let's go ahead and get the grippers on this guy. Come on, buddy. Got him. Whew. All righty. Look at that, guys. I just want to show you because it's pretty neat using a different rig and catching your first fish on it. So this is it. All right, guys, right on the Sante Cooper rig. I know I keep repeating that, but like I said, my first fish on this rig, and a nice fish, 5 pounds, something like that. Looks like he has a little mark on him. There we go. Beautiful fish, beautiful blue catfish. This is why I like going for these fish, guys. They're just awesome to catch, great fighters. Let's go ahead and release them. Whenever you're ready. There we goes. Back to the depths. All right, guys, we're gonna call it quits for today. 4 fish in the same spot. Definitely paid off here. I'm really impressed with the Sante Cooper rig that I have on this rod right here. And the peg float I'm using is called a Demon Dragon. I'm gonna show you what they look like again. But this is what they look like, and they rattle. So you can use this while you're anchor fishing, drift fishing, dragging baits on the bottom. And it's just a really nice peg float. And what I'll do is I'll drop a link for you guys to purchase these if you want. But they're very nice, like I said, custom made. So you can already see that I already have some in my arsenal here. I'm gonna add more as well. I only have 4 and I have the 5th one on here, so I'm gonna get some more. But very nice, and definitely a rig I'm gonna be using more often is the Sante Cooper rig. So give me a thumbs up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.